What is up, everyone? Thank you for joining us for another Overwatch Odyssey League matchup. Tonight, we have got the Respawn Rangers coming up against Kaiju Core MX. I am hyped for this matchup, and we got some hype music to get you hyped too. I'm excited for this matchup, and I hope you all are too. Commentating tonight, we have got the legendary ASAP Pipes. Pipes, what's happening, brother?
What's going on? How y'all doing?
Oh, we're doing fine and dandy, and of course, co-casting with Pipes is the great Yvonne. Yvonne, how you doing?
I'm doing well. It's I can't wait. It's an honor again to be here. Kaiju Core, Respawn Rangers. Let's get in.
And we are going to go ahead and get things started. Tonight, we are kicking things off with a control game mode at Antarctic Peninsula, my personal favorite map. I rolled there. Pipes, go ahead. Take it away, brother.
All right. Yo. Hope you got your jacket, Yvonne. We're heading into the Antarctic.
I mean, I got a spread here. I got some sugar wafers, and I'm ready to watch some Overwatch. As he says, this is Zorn's absolute favorite map in the entire game. Alright, so Pipes.
Yes, sorry. Let me focus and dial back. I'm locked in, Ma. I'm locked in. So, we're looking at this oh, so that's all right. So we got TSU. This is looking like the newbie to the Respawn Rangers, along with Inbred, Prestem, Mayday, and Bordad. Oh, we get to see the Orisa today, huh? We got Hayuka on our right-hand side here, playing on Orisa with Sandbox God on Soj, Saturn on the Tracer. Help me out on this one.
Weemy High.
Weemy High on the Life Weaver. Well, not Kiriko. All right, we're getting a full swap. And Hollow can't aim on the Lucio. So, you know, here on Antarctic Peninsula, where we want to get this bad mamma jamma started off and going, we're looking like Sim TP over here for the side of the Respawn Rangers. And they're going to get the point first here. This is good high ground coverage. Here we go. No opening picks yet here as this fight is underway. And there it is. A nice wicked dash from Inbred into Hayuka. And following that, it looks like we're getting a tank trade here. Both teams getting the picks early.
You know, I really
Tooth and
love
nail
that.
battle.
Oops, sorry, didn't mean to
Yeah,
interrupt.
no,
I
you're
really
chilling.
love that early punish from Inbred. Just. Alright, I'm gonna see you're overextending too much of you. So, I'm gonna take you down now. That actually flipped the, not permanently, but that did help flip the map a little bit. Everyone went back onto point. It's like, okay, this is what we're here for.
It 100% did. I mean, that fight was going both ways. I mean, the opening picks being the tank players, that was pretty crazy. I was really looking to see how Respawn Rangers were going to take that point, being that it was like 50-50. I just feel as if they have the speed on their side over here.
Is not going to be taking any prisoners this time.
On a big high noon, but not going to be enough. Kaiju Corp getting on top of that and just holding it down here. They're playing the team game, and all that is left is TSU on a... I mean, you know, I'm not gonna lie, you know, Kaiju Corp is looking polished as ever. It's like the first game that I casted of them. It takes me back. Takes me back. And it takes me back to know that the Respawn Rangers are not going to go down without a fight tonight. They got a lot in the tank, new players on the field. Definitely something to see as this tank fight begins on the high ground here, coming down to the point. Oh my, they're lonesome popping the Terra Surge. Not going to connect, but the Kitsune Rush does come out here from Bordad. Oh, and these are big plays from the Respawn Rangers! This is what they do! This is what they do! The Respawn Rangers, even with the cards against them, battling back with no numbers at all to take it. That's a big point flip early in this matchup here on Antarctic Peninsula. 99 to the now climbing Respawn Rangers who are on the board. They have life in the 9th, Yvonne. They have life in the 9th. It's a baseball reference.
It's America's pastime. Might not be mine, but it's them.
Big Dragon Blade out now from Inbred, able to take out Hollow, can't aim. But it does look like Kaiju is on this point here, but not for long. TSU just making it so hard for Ayuka to get any footing on this point. Ooh, the Respawn Rangers now doing the corral and the full collapse onto the team of the Kaiju Corp, keeping this point in their own possession quite well, I'm not gonna lie. So now we do get this swap here from the Orisa dueling to the Zarya v Orisa. This is that counter swap that you like to see. A beautiful pick, honestly, made it a decent time too. Still 30% in climbing left for the gain of the Respawn Rangers here. Enough time to turn this over. Gonna see what Kaiju Corp does. They do have 2 ults online, one more about to be online as well with that Lucio.
Zarya's scary in so many ways.
Oh, 100%.
We're nullifying Inbred's Genji, who's just been an oppressive force all match.
Oh, and a pulse bomb! Saturn with a massive pulse bomb, and Inbred's High Noon, I mean, just kind of keeping Kaiju Corp back from having to even touch this point. And, you know, this Zarya pick, I agree with you on the, you know, 100% a scary character to go up against. You know, they just run at you with this massive beam, and they have the bubbles, and objective secured for Kaiju Corp there in the OT. Very good first round here for both the Respawn Rangers and Kaiju Corp.
Both teams made it to 99. Both teams made it to 99, so we're pretty equal on the playing field. It was just Zarya was definitively that swap that made it. it's the balance tip. I can't wait to see what Respawn does to counter it. And I'm seeing a. Is it TSU or is it pronounced Sue? I want to make sure I'm getting this right.
I'm just going with TSU for now, playing it safe.
Okay.
You know, that's a college. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So, Texas State University. You want to keep that real? By
the way, TSU playing safe. We got a Reinhardt now.
Oh, this is the bread and butter.
May.
Beautiful comp here to take the high ground. Respawn Rangers already starting off right with 2 big picks. 1 pick on the Saturn and the other onto their mobility factor, Hollow. Now I do think that Ozaria is heading back to the point to make to the spawn to make a swap here. And this is actually a really good swap to make. Very early in the match on round 2, 14% and climbing here, and you go into this Orisa pick to out brawl this Reinhardt here. And the Pharah? Am I seeing this right?
Yes.
Going up against the Hanzo, whipping out the Pharah. Is Sandbox. Big pick from Inbred onto the tank of Kaiju Corp here, and this, you know, this is just an all high ground fight. You hold this high ground down, you control this point. You know, we haven't seen Kaiju jump onto the point to try and, you know, draw them off of the high ground at all yet. As we get to 50% here.
This was the push in the direction that the Rangers were looking for. This was an immediate recovery. Both teams made it to 99% last round. This round, Rangers not giving them an inch. It just, Kaiju isn't getting an inch. And
big coalescence coming out now from the side of the Respawn Rangers. Ayuka jumping down on this point all alone. Big picks being made by the Respawn Rangers, cleaning it up and keeping this point in their possession. You know, and they're just throwing it back in Kaiju's direction. You know, you look at round 1, Kaiju came out swinging full 99%, and now you have the Respawn Rangers here looking to do the same in this round with 5-4. Oh, are they going to be able to touch? Big May ult coming out. Does get onto the point, but frozen is the Ramatra going down to that fire strike. Here comes the Dragons, but it's too low into the ground. Overtime clock is ticking down. Saturn going to have to touch, going to get the feet on, but trying to play that perimeter, not going to help here. And this is Respawn Rangers with the round 2 pickup as we go into round 3.
I was not expecting just a complete shutout of like Kaiju getting 0%. I wasn't expecting. I don't know about you, Pipes, but that was incredible. And again, they were playing the Zarya at first, which I was with you. I was like, okay, this might out the Reinhardt, but stick to your guns, TSU. That was amazing. Or Hammer, actually, now that I'm noticing.
I don't know, if I'm correct, I think I know TSU, so I'm just waiting for one hero to be played to like confirm. Oh yeah, okay, word. Oh, this is my homie. Yo. So TSU's hero pool is quite exquisite, and the Magoo is definitely something that we should be looking out for here, especially going up against this Ramatra comp. Big dive in right now by the Kaiju Corp, who is trying to infiltrate the behind enemy lines of Respawn Rangers.
So Pipes, do you remember the last time we were
What?
I think it was Oso who was playing Maga the entire.
Oso's Magoo.
Yeah. Do you remember? Oso's strategy was either you're gonna also play Maga and play my game, or you're gonna struggle. And look what happened. Look what happened. We've got a Maga on the other team now. This is
True.
this is the Oso strategy.
This is the Oso
This
strategy.
is the Oso. Congratulations, Oso.
And all these teams have faced up against Oso, so like, you know, going into like a situation like this, you know, you're kind of almost prepared. Right? I'm pretty positive each team has faced Oso at least once in their career here. Oh, y'all haven't played the loot boxers yet? Oh, this is gonna be nuts.
I think that's coming up though, right?
That's coming up. Oh, that's. I hope that's a headliner. I want to be there for that. Look at this. TSU coming in to clean up Sandbox by Ayuka getting that pick onto TSU. And Saturn along with Ayuka to just close it out here. As they take this point, flip 46% for the Respawn Rangers. And now on the board with 6 is Kaiju Corp. You know what I'm gonna say it again. These are powerhouse teams in the leaderboard if you really look at it. Like Kaiju Corp, they were reigning supreme in the beginning of the season. They're still up there on that leaderboard. You know, you can't count them out. Never say die. You know, they come out round 1 looking polished as ever, and like, you know, the Respawn Rangers come back, kick back in round 2, and now round 3. This is that neck and neck nitty gritty. Big Dead Blossom coming in to take out Inbred. Kaiju Corp able to hold this fight. Hold this point. I meant to say. Oh man, I'm like frazzled.
No, they held the fight.
Yuvon.
They did.
So Yuvon, we got these mirror picks here, you know, and then now we have TSU swapping to Sigma, which is actually a really smart pick to go, especially against the Magoo, being able to kind of clear your left hand to wipe away all that damage, build a lot of shield off of it. Look at this, it's very pivotal. Look at this positioning here from the team of the Respawn Rangers, able to resecure this point, keeping Kaiju Corp completely off of it from defending. Beautiful move. Honestly, great swap. And pressed him now onto this Farah here, going to get some damage picks in with these explosives. Oh, and there it is. There's the double kill. Ooh, triple, shall I say? The Respawn Rangers now looking to take this lead here. 68-70 now. Oh, this round 3. It's going neck and neck. This might be what the pace of the remainder of the match looks like. All right, so Kaiju Corp looking to get back onto this point. They got the full 5 on there. Surrounded by the Respawn Rangers, though. Here comes the Justice of Prestham, but going to go down to Sandbox. Ayuka getting that pick out while also popping his ult here, getting that cage fight in. Only gets the 1 pick onto Inbred. As TSU able to collect this double kill here and try to hold this point down all by himself. Oh my god, but knocking the Lucio out of his beat!
Oh, beat still dropped.
Beat still dropped?
Yes, beat still dropped.
Oh my god! I thought I saw that in 4K. Boulder straight to the dome here. This is really coming down to the wire here. 90% for the Respawn Rangers. Big Blossom saved up from Saturn here. That was the only ult left in the tank. Big ball pick coming out, but not going to be enough to keep the overtime clock on for the Respawn Rangers to get back. And that is Kaiju Corp round 1, match 1.
Are you as speechless as I am?
I mean, I can't say I'm speechless. I definitely was quiet there for that play of the game moment. But I will say what it will be speechless is seeing which team comes out on top, because both the Respawn Rangers and Kaiju Corp are looking like very evenly matched teams for tonight's matchup, and especially with that round 1 bout, forcing that round number 3 there. And very early too, and it was great composition. It's looking like we are going to play the counter watch today, where one team's going to make the greater good pick, and the other team's going to try and feed off of that pick, and come to life off of it. And we got to see that from Kaiju Corp reacting to how the Respawn Rangers played from round 2, and now going into our next map. We may see something totally different here from both teams collectively, and in all honesty, going from control to a hybrid or an escort, even New York City, a lot of these teams have their own niches that in their own grooves and rhythm that they get into on these maps. So you may just see a totally different team on a different map compared to the first map of the night. That's what I'm trying to say. So I definitely can't wait to see how the rest of this map shapes out for the remainder of our night. Yovan? Right, meow?
Right, meow.
Yeah, this is looking pretty legit here. I can't say that I don't see that,
Alright, we can do that.
Sure. So, Yuvan.
So Pipes. So
How
we're
you
just coming
doing?
off a bye week, basically. So we're all rested up. We're all
Well, I mean, me and you are. I think we've been casting all week.
good point.
I think it's a very valid point. I mean, we had a doubleheader this week, low key. We went from Monday to Wednesday.
Yeah.
That happened. That did happen. Everybody else got to enjoy the sun, but we got to sit in the rain.
We sat in the rain.
So how is our chat going today? How are our peeps doing? I had the stream up, and it seems that I don't have it anymore. Tartar sauce.
Alright. All rested up.
Oh, that's loud as ever. All right, you gotta love that.
Live, everybody.
We're live, everybody. Live on chat here. What's the name? That's actually nuts. No. That's what the tournament was called? All right. Well, that's huge news. So the BOTG reporting in live on the ones here for everything Overwatch Odyssey League related, and it seems that, straight off the plane from the EGF finals comes TVD man here who if I'm correct from the sources that we're receiving here in the earbud is they are the champion of this so said tournament, which is a D1 collegiate level tourney. So shout out to TVD man. That's absolutely massive. Big news. Big congratulations to you and your team. Oh man. Yeah, it was a beautiful sunny day too. Oh, this is a great feed, guys. Tune into channel 4. You'll get more on that.
This is where we would get swag in.
This is where swag would come in. Yeah,
I would come in with a live interview at this time.
Yep.
We're setting it up, people. Just give us a little more time. We're gonna make it happen.
Lyrics, bro.
We're
Tune into
works.
channel 4. And then like Pipes just shows up occasionally. It's like, how are you casting end here? Push the talk.
We got a portable green screen. Pipes will show up wherever he wants.
A portable green screen. That's actually a great idea. A little cardboard cutout with like a green screen on it.
Yeah, and then you would just appear everywhere like the weatherman. You just appear in front of the map, but you could be out on the streets.
Well, it saves you. That would be
wherever
great.
you need to be.
Yo, you got a shout out there, Pipes. Sue was giving you that shout out in chat in the game.
Wait, I'm sorry. What am I doing in the game?
Moments, her, gave you a shout out, said hi, Pipes.
Oh, swagtastic?
Absolutely.
Yes, you.
Her! That's my homie. You can't see me, but I have the heart up as well. I just want you to know that. I might be her's biggest fan. All right, don't tell Oso.
Don't
tell
us. Live on the air. just live on the air.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, hey, I don't mean to
her
cut you
actually-
off, Pipes.
What's up?
So, well, I shouldn't say exciting news. Definitely important news for the league. So Wednesday, we will be announcing the round 7 MVP for that matchup. So make sure to be there. But also another thing, unfortunately, Cumberland Valley did have to drop out of the league. Just they had some roster things going on. So nothing too crazy. But with that being said, this is actually going to be Kaiju Corp's last match for the regular season. So this is going to be big for them. Now, granted, right now they're sitting at 6-1, so sitting pretty, and right now they are the number 3 seed, as you can see on your screen there. So they'll have a pretty good seed, but at the end of this match could determine if they drop or if they start to head back up. Now, ahead of them in the standings, they've got Wyoming Cowboys, who also have a 6-1 record, and then the Loot Boxers, who beat them in last week's matchup. So they've got some pretty tough teams that are ahead of them in the standings, but just below them in the standings are the Respawn Rangers. So that'll be definitely going to be big for this matchup tonight, whether or not the Respawn Rangers are going to be able to get that win or if Kaiju Corp is going to be able to hold strong. I mean, as we've been saying all regular season, right? I mean, Kaiju Corp, they may lose a point, they may lose a map, but they've proven that they are the team to beat so far, and only one team has done so. So I'm excited to see the rest of this matchup. Definitely close rounds there in that first control map. So I'm excited to see as we go farther. We do have Push coming up here soon. So, well, coming up next. So that'll be a good match for sure. But I digress. You can say something else now, Pipes.
You just gave me a lot of time to write an apology letter and sip on my coffee, so I appreciate that. Yeah.
Well,
I run a corporation where I have to send these fancy emails out, sometimes saying I'm sorry with a big hug, and sometimes you get a cool sticker out of it. But, today was a cool day. Yeah. So now we're back. Right? Wait, see, I like when somebody laughs at my shenanigans. Like, it is just so random. It comes out of nowhere, and nobody sees it coming whatsoever. Okay, that's like the perk of it, right?
I'm gonna mute.
I mean, what was really funny is, so while Fearless Leader was explaining to us what happened, I was about to cut in and be like, are you live? Did you just say that, or did you want me to actually say that? Because I was like, I'm gonna need cue cards. For a minute there, I'm sitting there. I'm like, wait a second, hold on. I have to retain all this. Cumberland Valley, okay. Kaiju Corp's last game, and I'm saying to myself, I'm like, how do I make this sound really cool?
Yeah,
that's great.
I need to get you guys some cue cards for real. Some information.
Some cue cards for real. Puts us on a Google Doc, or like the Google community thing, right? And then it's like, each week, here's your PowerPoint. As we head into New Queen Street, the Respawn Rangers fueled up with, oh damn, I can't believe I'm going to say this, with 2 champs on their team. That's right, her just won their championship too last weekend. So yeah, they're dueling out here, balling on a budget, Fearless Leaders, Evil Twin Brothers, Zoran, ponied up and made some big play investments here tonight. You know, they got the D1 collegiate champ in the house. They got this other guy, TSU, first place stunners with a beautiful 13-1 finish. Absolutely splendid. So Yvonne, I got this fancy coffee. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's called like Rise, right? It's like this mushroom coffee. It is the best thing I've ever drank in my life. I feel so lit.
Yo, I've heard
It's
about
mushroom coffee. I 100% recommend it. I opened it up. It looked like dirt. I smelt it. It smelled like cinnamon. Poured it in, added water, stirred it. It smelled like coffee. And yo, I'm on my second cup right now, and let me tell you something. The lion's mane is grooving. All right, so now we're here. This is my, oh God, I feel tongue twisted when I say this. This is literally my favorite push map. I love playing on Esperanza more, but this is my favorite push map. Here we go. Firing on all cylinders as TSU takes this statue by storm. Looking to take on the Junker Queen, says no you can't, and spears them off the ledge like this is Sparta. Oh my God, the intensity and the drive in the match has been set. The tone is going and the Respawn Rangers are firing on all cylinders here in New Queen Street. Jesus, Yvonne, pinch me, I'm dreaming.
No, you're not. I'm afraid this is all too real.
Bro, he just off the top ropes it. That was a crisp jab on a nice Sunday evening, even though today is Monday. Today is Monday. I didn't lose track of time, guys. My sanity's in check. Alright, so Kaiju Corp doing what teams don't, and that is actually having a strategic pathing here. We've seen it all season. They do this very well, and watch this. They come back around. They are able to take Timmy away from the barricade to keep the Respawn Rangers from pushing progression here, right? And now they're going to get into this intricate team fight that it involves them moving Timmy while also eliminating Respawn Rangers and sending them back towards their spawn. You know, it's huge for them because this is kind of like a spawn advantage, low-key. And just, I mean, the Respawn Rangers, you know, now I'm going to switch sides here because they were just able to take that fight and turn it into their own. They were caught off guard and still look and flee. That's what they would have said in 2015. So, what a move. That happens now. We do get Timmy on the butt scratch first. The Respawn Rangers out here making pipes his day. Does Timmy do the butt scratch? Lately, they've been canceling this thing. Oh, and there it is! The good old butt scratch! Oh, and big picks from the Respawn Rangers. This point may be getting off the barricade, but the Respawn Rangers are not, as TVD Man clocks in with the overclock, getting those massive picks here on to the Kaiju Corp players. And Timmy is just moving stoutly. Oh, dude. Thank God it's not raining. Timmy would rust up. We'll have to get him some oral.
What?
Wow.
What?
Some oral. You never know? It's a Helldivers reference. It's okay.
I haven't played Helldivers.
Ah. Some days I like doing like game references while commentating. Some days I like talking about music while commentating, you know? And then other days you have the Respawn rate popping off like Papa Doc out here, moving this point. Literally, Timmy gets taken away from them, and they just are like, all right, let's just eliminate the team. And then they're just sealing the deal. I still want to come up with like a theme song for this team. Yvonne, you know exactly what I'm thinking of.
Probably not, because I'm thinking of a very different song than you are.
With 6 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock and Timmy nearing completion to the final point, what will Kaiju Corp do, as they do have the here coming in is that beat. They do have a grab. When will it be popped? We will not know. Maybe they save the grab. They don't pop it, knowing they're going into the forward spawn advantage team of the Respawn Rangers. They are the Rangers of the Respawn. They own forward progression. As TSU, the final foe, it was almost like a boss battle right there. Like, TSU was just like, spear over here, jab spin here, fortify you, and then the almighty beam awakens in Zarya to take down our four-legged friend. So 125.66 meters with 5 minutes and 30 seconds of playtime left here. Enough time for Kaiju Corp. And this is a very smart move. They're backing up and getting ready. This could be a massive grab, pulse bomb opportunity here for Kaiju Corp to turn this game back around. As the Respawn Rangers are, you know, this is all they have to do. You know, you can kind of like dilly-dally your timing here. You know, if you're Kaiju Corp, like, just getting Timmy away from your spawn and allowing your team to kind of regroup is honestly enough strategy in itself. And if you could get this pick on this Orisa here, it's going to open up the team fight very well. But the real question is, where are the other two members of Kaiju Corp? Are they lurking? Are they sneaking around? Are they doing the digital flank? I see Sandbox got in the high ground here, looking at some picks here. But Inbred and TSU are the ones doing the picks here for the Respawn Rangers as Timmy starts making his way back. And Kaiju Corp now, Saturn getting the pick onto Inbred. That's a good pick here. But TSU is really applying this pressure here for the Respawn Rangers on this Orisa. Looking mean on the scene.
Nano boost. Nano boost.
Yeah, but can the Nano Boost withstand this mirror? I don't know. This might be a David and Goliath battle here as the Hayuka of the Kaiju Corp is going to have to do something about TSU just completely having a field day in the back line. Look at this pulse bomb here. Pulse bomb, railgun, jab, spin, headshot, and this could be it right here, as it's contested on the final with a Terra Surge to come out of the Respawn range. Take map 2. And is that 1-1 now? Hold on, play the game. What an overclock. Oh, that was magnificent. So our series now tied at 1 chat. Respawn Rangers battled back. Honestly, they came out firing right out of the gate, barreling and bulldozing through Kaiju Corp's offensive and defensive structure to get Timmy all the way to the end goal in a magnificent amount of time. And I gotta say, Yvonne, that Respawn Rangers that we saw on New Queen Street, that was a totally different team than what we saw on Antarctic Peninsula. You know, it wasn't that slow start. This was a right off the rip, like, we're coming at you and we're gonna keep it going. And that is exactly what they did. They kept Kaiju Corp on their toes, and they got this map win, and now it's 1-1 in the series, and we say to ourselves, as we head into Watchpoint Gibraltar, what will Kaiju Corp do to take out the Respawn Rangers? You know, and we saw on New Queen Street that, you know, they are able to make these picks, these counter swaps, I should say, and these strategic picks that can take out the players of the Respawn Rangers. But Kaiju Corp is just missing one little ingredient to their recipe of dastardly. All right, and we might see that here on Watchpoint Gibraltar. This is a bit of a longer go. You want to get those three points caps, you know, to even have an opportunity of overtime on a map like this. as where the Respawn Rangers, I mean, they were just looking stout as ever, completely polished in this one. So still anyone's match. This is definitely going to be one of those Game 5 take it or leave it situations. I could just feel it resonating. The blood in my veins is like, it's calling me. It's telling me that this is going to happen. So now, Yvonne, I've talked a mile a minute. It is your turn to slap me and say, Pipes, it's my turn.
Well, okay, so I have a bit of a difference of what you said for Respawn Rangers at the end of the last match, where you said this is a completely different team from between New Queen Street and Arctic Peninsula. I'm going to challenge the words "a completely different team." I will challenge it and say that was a metamorphosis of what we saw with of what we saw with the Respawn Rangers, and they evolved.
There's another
and it became something greater than what we had previously thought, and they just blew us away with how incredible. And are you okay, Pipes?
You just had me nerd out for a minute. Like the best way. It was like a Final Four. They were like a metamorphosis. Like they went through a chrysalis stage, and they blossomed. Like it was because I mean. It makes total sense too. Zoran's like, hey, we need a minute, you can announce this, that, and the third. Was that like when the cocoon into the butterfly happened? Like, Yvonne, you must have saw this happen. Did you get photos?
We saw it live on air, Pipes.
Yeah. But the behind the scenes growing portion of this, when the cocoon's under the light, you gotta have gotten the photos. How are we supposed to show the staff?
Hey, Pipes.
Yeah, what up?
I don't mean to interrupt the conversation, but we've got an interview with a Respawn Ranger that you may know.
No way.
Coming in 3, 2, 1. We have got her or Sue.
I feel like I got drag. Thank you.
What's going on? Welcome to the booth.
Yes.
You're looking stout as ever. Way to start that match off with the jab off the map onto the JQ. I gotta ask, when you came off of Antarctic Peninsula and you went into New Queen Street, right? Yeah. What was that momentum game changer that really threw, not only yourself but the Respawn Rangers into controlling the entire tempo of that match?
Yeah. Good communication with my team. Communication. Yeah.
All right. So comms are key.
Yes.
And then we've seen the Magoo from you. We've seen the unbelievable Orisa play, and as an Orisa main, I tip my hat. I commend you, good sir. But we're going on to Gibraltar here. You like anything I should be like expecting? Should I like be prepared for something? You cooking something in the pot,
Yes. Yeah. I am.
All right.
Yeah, I thought I hit the Lucio from B, but no, came stupid. Yeah.
What's funny is Pipes actually commentated that moment as you got Lucio out of beat.
I thought. No, I hit the Reaper.
Yeah. It was close. It was close. Yeah. We had to have Yvonne give us the playback there to let us know that the beat was not stopped.
Yes.
I saw that boulder and I said, stopping the beat! And then Yvonne came in and was like, no, beat got off! And I'm like, wait, honey? It was nuts.
Yeah, Ping Div, confirm.
Honestly, that Sigma pick there, I even commented that too. That Sigma pick was absolutely stellar pick. You really turned that map into like a really pivotal moment where, you and your team just had a position really around you to get Kaiju Corp off that point and then seal the deal right there. So it was a very good map 1, and then map 2 was just unbelievable. Like you just kept going into their back line, and it was as if you were uncontested, just keeping that pressure on, like you're not moving forward.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, definitely impressed, and I'm excited to see these upcoming maps and what you and the rest of the Respawn Rangers can do. Thank you for hopping in here. for this interview and chat, and good luck in your games.
You too.
GG's. That's my goat.
You know, I was going to make a comment about the fact that I didn't have any games for moments to be wishing me good luck for, but I appreciate the sentiment. Don't want to overlook that. But with that being said, we are going to be looking at an escort game mode at Watchpoint Gibraltar. So we're just confirming that the teams are ready, and then we are going to get things underway.
The good old jib.
Now, I got to ask you, both Yvonne and Pipes here. So we've seen that control very close. Respawn Rangers able to make that swap since TVD finally made it back from the airport. What are some things that you noticed there in the second map that Kaiju Corps is really going to have to do to come away with this third map?
Well, I mean, Kaiju Corp, I believe, has all the basics down, you know, when it comes to pathing and ult dumping in general. Like, they don't waste any opportunities and make good moments. But the real question is, who right now on the Respawn Rangers do you need to pick off? Like, who needs to be the starting pick to cause maybe the trickle or the stagger needed, especially on a map like Gibraltar, right? We're talking far spawns from, like, all points around. So you get that one starting pick, you could start a trend here and get this ball rolling. But at the same time, it's just like, which person's the ultimate pick right now? Like, do you pick off TVD man, or do you focus the tank, or do we just straight up focus supports? You know, at the way that the Respawn Rangers are playing right now, it's kind of tough to really make that decision. So maybe we see a fancier composition from maybe we see a little bit of a more, you know, intricate composition coming from the side of Kaiju Corp here, you know, something that like covers more ground and, you know, could really be assertive while also, you know, playing to their life. So it looks like we're going to be seeing some dive here. We do have, for the Respawn Rangers, we have a D.Va, Genji, Ashe, Mayday on that Kiri, pressed him on the Weaver, Han Schweven. And then on the side of the Kaiju Corp, yo, it's looking the same thing. We do have another D.Va, we have a Tracer, we got that Echo, Ana and Brig. No swaps made from either team yet, as far as players go. We got magic pink skins on our divas too. This is, oh my god, I feel like we're living in the world of Overwatch. This is great. The voice lines are going crazy. So I really like I do like this D.Va matchup right here, right? And I hope that it kind of stays like this, because this opening point, this high ground possession, you know, it's key to this fight. But at the same time, you know, you really got to kind of watch out for this Ashe play from TVD man in the backfield. Like right now, they're not on a high ground. So, you know, they're not trying to get dove by this D.Va, but, you know, you go and peek that corner, you might be a goner. There's another big pick from TSU onto Saturn. And now, you know, if I'm Kaiju Corp, I'd be regrouping on this high ground here, which looks to see what they're doing. Big TNT thrown in, Inbred diving on in too. Big deflex and a good pull to get Inbred out of that fight there. All right, so right now, very, very good positioning from both teams here right now. Not gonna lie, like, you know, they're taking these team fights in strides. And it's ultimately going to come down to who wins this high ground advantage before the team fight. You know?
Only that, in my opinion, back to what Zorm said at the beginning of the match, what person would you have to take down if you were Kaiju to down the one pivotal person in Respawn? I kind of like the idea that we got Echo and we got Brig, because Inbred has been just going ham.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I was just, you want to talk about what's going to leave me in speechless? Saturn just pulled out the full-blown printer complex, copy and pasted Genji, whipped out a Dragon Blade for a triple kill, and oh my god, there was so much calamity in that team fight that I didn't even know what to say. Big Kitsune rush coming out the tree here. Kaiju Corp really looking to just touch this point to get this bad jammer in to head into point B here. Oh my Lanta. I can't believe that just happened.
Believe that the point didn't go through. I would have thought that was so incredible. Like the total mayhem of the situation just would have left it to happen. But
talk about being speechless. I just was left speechless. That was the sickest play, and honestly, the greatest recovery in all Gibraltar history right there. All in one go. 10 seconds left here. Kaiju Corp not on the point. Big Zarya duel here. High Noon does get popped into this back corner here by TVT Man, but it is not going to connect. Kaiju Corp now is off the point. We could see a C9! No, they're gonna C9!
oh.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Absolutely massive! They almost C9 right there. Touch! My life just flashed before my eyes and I'm not even... Now they just gotta take TSU off this point and watch out for the cast in their backline. But TVD, man! Oh my... Yvonne! Help me!
I don't think
I've fallen and I can't get up!
Please, take it easy, Pipes. Just have a severe coffee, and we're not even at payload first entirely, like, first checkpoint, like, and you know, if that was defense, I can't wait to see what offense is gonna be.
Right? Dude, Kaiju Corp, like, in one fell swoop, they had it in the bag. Like, they made the precise calculations, whipped out the ults at the right time, cleared the point, and the Respawn Ranger turned it around in like the final moments of that team fight to just get advantage of that point and to hold it down for the final seconds. Wow. I'm literally left in awe.
Alright, so what do we want to see from both teams to get the job done, in your opinion? What do you want to see from both teams? Who do you want to see?
I feel like Kaiju Corp, like, right now, like, in the position they're in, like, I feel as if they're forced to make, like, the most minimal mistakes while also trying to counter so many different attributes over here for the side of the Respawn Rangers. Like, they're running this Brig right now. This is gonna be nice, you know, and the Respawn Rangers do make that swap from what I believe was a Diva to now a Winton. So we have a Winton, Tracer, Sombra, Kiri, Lifeweaver comp now. So two different dives. Well, oh my god, and TSU is just already off the rip, getting that opening pick onto the Brig here for Kaiju Corp. Oh my goodness, this game just turned into such more fast pace right now. Like, this is where it gets serious. We got 3:15 on the clock. TSU, her literally just getting in the face of Kaiju Corp, like, as this, look at this, diving the right healer at the right time, keeping this Brig out of this fight.
I just want to say, TSU did this, and I wish I was able to point this out. I didn't want to cut you off. TSU leapt into a situation, got pulled at the perfect time, had the 4 seconds for the jump to cool down, jumped right back in, never touched the ground once.
never touch the ground level. That
I
is
saw
still
that
the
coming.
craziest play. Just saying. That is still the craziest play I've ever seen. The Echo Dragon Blade 4-piece. My god, Saturn. Sorry, Zoran. Now, I don't even know what to, like, say.
What you struggling on there, Pipes?
My jaw has just dropped, like, in epicness. Like, I don't, as a caster, I view this totally differently than how any team or a viewer would view this. Like, I see this as, like, the match is just heating up, right? And to see that move pulled by the Respawn Rangers to re-control that point, oh my god, like, I'm like, fanboying, I think, a little too much right now, like, in general, like, in the art of Overwatch. Like, this is
There's no
nuts.
such thing as too much, Pipes. I'm gonna cut you off right there. There's no such thing as too much. I'm gonna cut you off for that one.
Oh, cool! I feel like the little kid from The Incredibles, like, that was totally wicked! It was nuts! Oh my god!
Kaiju Core now making a swap here. Captain is coming in. Felix is going to be swapping in for Hayuka. And, you know, I got to say, at the end of the day, the loot boxers were just able to come away with it in their matchup against Kaiju Core. But definitely, and this is absolutely nothing against Hayuka, but definitely a change of tempo maybe, and having Felix in there as the team captain can also prove to be a bit of a leadership shift as well, being able to sit in with your captain and play. So I'm excited to see. I mean, the match is on the line here. Kaiju Core has to win this Flashpoint map. Otherwise, they will be handed their second loss of the season, and unfortunately end their season on a loss. So I'm excited to see what adding Felix in here is going to be able to do.
It's getting real now. We got Captain in here. All in all, I think that this might be the swap. Pipes, you might want to agree with me this, or maybe you don't. I don't know. But this might be the swap that Kaiju Core needs, because now, that being said, both teams tonight have done an incredible job of picking the counter swaps where it matters. We've been seeing that all game so far. That doesn't feel grammatically correct, but that's what it is. But we've been seeing that all night where the counter swaps have been picked, but I like the idea of just a complete strategy swap. Just might be the way to turn around. It's 2-1. It's still anybody's map. But I wanna know where you think this is gonna go, in your opinion. Pipes. 'Cause I'm lost
In my
here.
opinion,
Yeah.
is that you definitely want my opinion here?
I honor your opinion, Pipes.
That means a lot. I mean, I felt honored today. I woke up and saw myself in a staff chat. I was like, oh my god, last week this week I'm in the chat room. Guys, I am moving up here. Alright, I don't know what the chat's doing. Alright, maybe it's just swag, like just voting me each week. Like, if you want to keep Pipes in the race, make sure you call 999-127-67 Pipes today. And like, I'm telling you, like, the ratings must be huge.
There's too many numbers in the phone number, sweetie.
Oh, have you guys never seen American Idol or what?
No, I have, but you're a person.
Well, when you call the number, you're supposed to say Pipes. This is all the people are gonna want.
I'm gonna have to open up another cellular line for the Overwatch Odyssey League cellular. That's where Swag's hotline will be. Pipes.
Bro, why
For when
yo,
Swag goes on to the
so Swag's just doing it all.
Yes! He's the man on the ground!
Yeah, but like, so, but how is he supposed to be stationed? Oh my god, and this flashpoint just opens up with like a massive here like never seen before, as Felix coming in on this Magoo against TSU's Reinhardt here, who is going to get the opening pin. But very great structure and standpoint from the side of the Respawn Rangers as they collect this point. That also just happened so fast. But wait, so timeout. Let me wrap my head around this. So Swag's supposed to be our base guy, boots on the ground, while always traveling state to state, getting the interviews?
No, I feel like all of us would have the number.
It's gonna be a really tough job for him.
No, all of us have the number. We'll just take turns with it.
All of us had the number!
It'll be the company phone.
Yeah, we just transferred it to PlayStation.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, so looking a bit spread out now is Kaiju Corp here. This is like a bit of a mix and match battle for me to follow right now, as like the fire strikes are flying, the railgun is just popping, big window coming out from the side of the Respawn Rangers here to finish up these picks. Dude, Flashpoint maps, these are your favorite maps.
Yeah.
I should have said that when we were going into this. And now ending the server, Yuvon's favorite. Yuvon, take it away.
Well, this is not my favorite map. Period. That's still New Junk City. But yes, we're here on the Flashpoint, and we're already on the next Flashpoint. This might be a little tough for Kaiju, just because they're a bit on the off momentum. Rangers already got 1 point in. Like, it might prove to be a bit much, but at the same time, as I always say, it can be flipped in a second.
Yeah, and oh my god, the Death Blossom pushed out of the crowd! A great gas from the side of Pipes as this Death Blossom does connect with the lamp and Inbred, right? I believe, or was it TVD man that went down?
I
didn't catch the X in the corner, nor did I see the kill feed, but I saw the lamp get taken out by the Blossom. I just wanted to run it back to see who Saturn picked off with that Blossom right there.
Not me checking the stream to make sure I get exactly.
Not me checking the stream. I mean, it does have a nice delay. We could just find out from that. As TSU gets this pick onto Felix again, this massive Sig pick here against the Magoo.
Saturn gets TVD man. Just kidding. We're clearing that up real quick on that Death Blossom.
So, that was such a strategic Death Blossom, but they did get moved completely out of the way. I don't know if you saw them get yeeted across the, like literally got yeeted from the point to this back corner door, and they still picked up the 2. So, like, that's actually like nifty. You know, you want to talk about creating value, try getting pushed out of the point and still getting that kill. That's value. Here comes a big cage fight now, but it's not going to collect much, and the Respawn Rangers are just going to be able to pop this window and sit back on spawn here as Felix does get onto this point. Here comes the cosmetic flux of her dropping the competition as Felix does go down to that. Still, the Kaiju Corp still has 4 bodies here going up, as now it is only her left on this point, trying to do everything in their power, but her does go down to Sandbox God.
That was a great
and
fight.
what a point flip. What were you saying, Zoran?
Oh, I just said that was a great fight.
Absolutely.
Loved seeing that.
You know, so, not gonna lie, I thought that cage fight was completely intentional, grabbing nobody, because Maga has unlimited munition during that time when you're in cage fight, right? So I thought he was just gonna sit there and just dump in through that window. I was like, oh, I see where this is going.
I mean, now that you point that out, like, maybe that was the case. I mean, Magoo doesn't have a shield, so maybe popping ult for the shield to get those opening picks.
Yeah.
You know, again, the way I viewed it was, you know, you have that shield presence. You know, if they jump down and kind of met them halfway and used it in that sense, you know, they would have had a portion of the point covered while also being able to, like, expose that window. Because no matter what, they were popping that window. Right? The Respawn Rangers were popping that window as soon as that Mauga ult got popped. So it was coming out regardless. But still, nevertheless, Kaiju Corp with a massive possession retain, and a good way to get on the board here. 1-1 going into this next point here, which is starting off neck and neck here as one pick goes to TVD Man, the other goes to Saturn here. TSU on this point also playing Magoo now. So now we're going, oh my god, and Felix making the immediate swap from Zarya back to Magoo. So we are getting that Magoo battle like we saw on Antarctic Peninsula. I like that. I like that a lot. Yvonne, this is quite the match here.
This is why I love Flashpoint.
This is why I love Flashpoint.
I love Flashpoint. This is
Yvonne's just in the zone right now. Like looking at the corner, like, oh, did they clean that part of the map today? All right, no, they didn't. All right, have to get on that.
The
Nice pick
janitorial
here from
staff sweep
Inbred,
this
and
map for us.
Felix kind of lightening the load here, taking out TSU. Kaiju Corp getting the cleanup here, but getting on to point is TVD Man, but as fast as he got on point is as fast as he went away, as Kaiju Corp takes this point and tries to flip it in their favor here to take this with a 2-1 lead. So we do have the Sombra v Sombra, we got the Reaper v Reaper, we got the we have a mirror. I'm just noticing this now.
They're different order. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same.
Oh, and it's Big E and P! Dude, Ian...
The Blossom?
That's Blossom, and a Kaiju Corp cleanup. Looking great. Absolutely. Dude, see, this is the organization that I was talking about. Kaiju Corp plays like a team, right? They do, honestly, and I mean, I'm not here to, like, I have seen this since week 1. Kaiju Corp, literally, they got pathing down, they know when to pop results, they make good team swaps, it just comes down to who their initiation and the pick is, and this is where TS pops the gate, and Inbred with a 5K! Oh my god!
Oh my goodness!
I didn't just see that!
No, you did!
Swag, clip that! Clip it!
Chat, clip that!
Clip that! There's a 30-second delay, they're not until after! What did I just watch? That, okay, listen, I don't know how to say this. I'm just gonna not cast the match anymore for this portion of what I'm about to go into. Saturn's clip and Inbred's clip have to be presented at the All-Star game.
Absolutely.
That's a request from Pipes. The world needs to see that. That was magnificent. You want to talk about coordination and comms? Her on the interview said it. They dropped that massive cage fight and just absolutely cleaned the clock. Moving into the next point, 2-1 here. Flashpoint is going to unlock in 3, 2, and 1. And then, we are underway here. What could be the match point for the Respawn Rangers. Oh my god, I gotta breathe. Holy snapskis. What? Yvonne. Yvonne, yo, Yvonne. You saw that, right?
That was real, right?
God, that was real, right? We talk about the real. You know, his ult is easy to pick. You know, like you could count the cooldown rate, whatever you want to say about. Fred just proved all those people wrong, and then death block here from Saturn. It's not going to collect. The TVD Man does take out Sandbox there, and then get away with the run here and take back this point. 36-30, 36-31, and going in favor of the Respawn Rangers. Point, they do retain this possession. Oh my god, my kidneys, like my organs hurt from whatever I just did on that last go. It's as if all my euphoric energies were just drawn out of me, like in a burst of hurrah. Wow, I wish this was a tag team match, you know, and partners, Yvonne, where we could like tag someone else in. Like, that was crazy.
Overwatch the WWE mode. Maybe it won't work.
Oh my god! Kaiju Corp here in the final moments. They don't even look at this. This is the level of tenacity that you have to have here. They don't even let you collect 99. They said, have to earn that 1%. And you know, Kaiju Corp flipped this back to theirs. They're looking to take this one to send it into what I would call the OT mode of this map. But a big EMP does get popped.
Not again.
The beat comes out, the shield as well, and 100% to 1. The respawn Rangers are taking this one.
I'm happy that
Can I need, like, I have to get water. All right, I'm sorry. Like, I can't form words. All right, I have just been inbred. I am grabbing my microphone right now. Inbred, I don't know who you are. I don't know where you got that from. You have a video icon on your profile picture, which, like, I just respect you so much right now. Where did you get that from? If you could answer us, write to us back on the X at Cash Money Incorporated, PD Pete from down the street swags, / hashtag Respawn Ranger 5K. I need that response. And a water. I'll be back. Oh my God! Wow. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to walk it. That's crazy. Tiptoeing. You're in.
I'm so happy my mic is cutting out my laughter. Alright, Zorn, I guess it's just you and me for a hot second.
That is A-okay. We are going to see some swaps on the Respawn Ranger side, but also, of course, once Pipes gets his water break in, we will be planning to interview Weemy High from Kaiju Core. So
Awesome.
we are confirming that. Looks like Weemy High. We're just going to go ahead and say full send. So pulling Weemy High in from Kaiju Core. Weemy High, how you doing?
Hello. Pretty good. How about you?
Doing well, doing well. I gotta say, so far there's been some really intense moments in this match, and I gotta say I was on the edge of my seat for that last Flashpoint map. What's everyone's thoughts going into this matchup and going through these games?
Yeah, I think we're definitely still always here, giving it our all. We're figuring out comps, talking about what we want to run, just like getting our fundamentals down,
Sure.
focusing targets. I don't know. We're all here having a good time, playing some
deal.
Overwatch.
Good deal. Good deal. I gotta say, the combinations that I've seen using that Kitsune Rush, and I gotta say, you're getting some heads out there throwing those kunai, so that was looking great. As far as team synergy, I know we've talked about this a lot and how you all compete together in some tournaments. I know that you all have, Calling All Heroes coming up. What's the prep work that you all are putting in order to maximize your efforts for those upcoming maps and matches, I guess?
Yeah, we actually just recently came out of a different tournament in Kunoichi, where we came in first, which ended yesterday.
Okay.
And going forward, we're planning on scrimming once or twice a week, playing in these Odyssey games. Looking forward to playoffs here. Yeah, I think mainly just focusing on our fundamentals, building comps around heroes we can play, and just like that synergy. We've
Sure.
been playing together for a while, building that synergy, working together, truly like getting that teamwork in, which is such a big part of this game.
For sure. Oh, definitely. And I gotta say, I know in the last matchup that you all had against Loot Boxers, one of the things that Felix said was that maybe one of the biggest counters that you guys are, or that you all are working on together, is when the other team has a Mauga. what are some things that you all are doing? I saw Saturn switch into Reaper, Felix playing the counter Malga. Is there anything in specific otherwise that you all are doing in order to help counter that pick? Because Malga is just something.
Yeah, I think we've realized that Felix is actually a pretty good Maga player, so just mirroring it has been working in the past for us. The Reaper is able to get that high damage out on the larger hitbox of Maga.
Yeah.
And kind of just like running the mirror comp, butting heads with the Maga, because we believe that we are able to play that better.
Sure. Honestly, everything looked good, and I gotta say the things that you pointed out, using that Reaper there on the big hitbox that Malga has, and then doing the counter Malga, and then at the end, I mean, we saw that complete mirror from team to team. I gotta say, having that Kitsune rush is huge, and I think you played a huge part in that team comp, and I think everything looked good. Maybe just didn't turn out the way that you all had hoped. We are going to be finishing things out on my personal favorite, King's Row. Are we should we be anticipating another Malga pick?
Honestly, it depends on what Respawn Rangers come out with.
Fair enough.
But I think it's possible. I'm very excited for King's Row. I think we've got a little cooking to do.
Sure.
But the Maga is certainly a possibility. I think we're a very flexible team, so we can run out on whatever we're feeling comfortable with.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I gotta say, I'm excited to see you all compete in King's Row, and good luck in this next map. You guys have you all have looked phenomenal so far, and I'm excited to see more of that as we're going forward. So thank you for being here.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Alrighty, everyone. That was Weemi High from Kaiju Core, one of the support players, doing an excellent job. We've seen lots of Kiriko from Weemi High. I'm excited to see more of that going forward. We are going to be switching sides here and getting some of the graphic things ready. So in the meantime, Pipes is still missing Yvonne. We are coming into the final map here for Respawn Rangers and Kaiju Core. Respawn Rangers having officially secured the dub. They are up 3-1. What are some things that you would expect? I know we heard Weemi High say, depending a little bit on what Respawn Rangers pick, is there anything that you're maybe looking forward to?
It's hard to say. So first off, I'm gonna make a joke before anybody else gets the chance to make the joke. Return of the King's Row curse. It's not very much of a curse. It's just a weird coincidence that keeps happening. And that was what we named it for some reason or another. So getting the joke out the way. I don't know yet. I don't know. Cause King's Row is like a kind of more of a brawling map, if I remember correctly. I haven't played King's Row in a little while. I know, terrible, I know, but yeah, I'm not quite sure, because there's a couple ways you can actually play King's Row, and I'm not sure what I'm ready for just yet. And Kaiju's gonna be defense first. Defense first. Okay, so yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm ready to see. It's gonna be awesome no matter what it is. No matter what we see, it's gonna be incredible. But I'm not sure who I'm gonna be looking for quite yet. Maybe Pipes has some insight, because I heard Pipes is coming back.
Dang, I feel like Gandalf right now. Everyone's for me for wise wisdom here. I mean, it's just, oh man, I don't know. I'm, there's like a point in time where game analysis becomes null and void from just all, like, it just gets thrown out the window at some point in time when variables and other attributes that players provide, get applied to the equation, and it just turns into something that you can't even predict nor call out in this moment. It's more so, work with what you got, pick that comfort, like what's comfortable, what's strong, and make that precision. I mean, I've been saying it all night. Kaiju Corp, they are a team. They play well together as a team. We saw it even on that last map, New Junk City. Like, they were winning big team fights. They didn't come up big in the match at the end, but they were winning those big team fights. So maybe on King's Row. I mean, this is everyone's favorite map, right? Everyone plays King's Row all the time. This is the Scrims Row era. So this could be any man's game. Map 4, 2-1. Respawn Rangers.
Map 4? Isn't this map 5?
Thought this is map 4. Antarctica.
5.
Then we went New Queen to Jib, map 3. No, sorry.
Gibraltar then we went to Flashpoint.
Oh yeah, so this is map 5.
This is 5.
Oh man, wow,
I know,
we're
we don't want
breezing.
the party
Oh
to
my
end,
Lanta. Yo, that's funny. I think that Death Blossom from the last game knocked me back into to Tuesday. All right, map 5. So we got on the left side now is Kaiju Corp here. Felix on the Zarya. Sandbox got on the Soj. Saturn on the Reaper. I'm gonna keep messing this up. Weemy High on the BAP and Hollow on the video, and we have a pause early, so that's going to give me time to say stuff here of the Respawn Rangers. So on the right now are the Respawn Rangers. Got her on the Winton, Inred on the Genji, TVD Man on the Widow, Bordad on the Moira, and Yoshi on the Kiri.
Pipes.
Yo.
Is this gonna be? I know it's not the same map. Do you remember that Cowboys game? With
The Wyoming Cowboys. When
Wyoming
wait,
with the Widowmaker
when
craziness?
Foxtrot?
With Foxtrot. Are we gonna see TVD Man pull the Foxtrot?
I want to see
extravaganza?
TVD Man and Foxtrot in a room.
That would be really scary. Are they on separate teams? The same team?
Honestly, in this situation, they would be going against each other. Seeing them on the same team, that might be a little bit terrifying. Then again, only one of them would be widows, so like that kind of unless they share. Oh no.
They could share, or one could just be ad during that
That would
time.
be scary. That would be too scary if they started sharing.
They play No Limits to it.
They play No Limits. Oh no.
To the
The
Widowmakers.
five best widows in the league get together to play No Limits as Widowmakers.
Versus, but they
Got everybody in a crossfire.
No, I was gonna say, who would the other character have to be for the opposing team if we were doing like No Limits, but there could only be one other character?
Honestly, it should be a 5v5 all-out Widow War
Oh, Widow
on
the
King's
Widow War.
Row
I can't.
or Horizon Lunar Colony. I like both maps. All right, so here we go. TSU onto the Sigma here. Felix just trying to stay put behind the hotel. As Sandbox is doing a very good job holding this high ground right now as they push the forces of the Respawn Rangers back behind the wall, which is actually that's a really good way to start this off. They came in bearing down this hammer, and the recuperate and rotation, very good. Alright, so now TSU offer that Sig onto the Reinhardt here, looking to exterminate the Zarya. Saturn going to fade away, but the pin does come out. Not going to be able to get anyone, but does get a nice adjustment here on the space created.
your assistant. There we go, yay! Goodness, everyone's very far ahead.
Yeah, so far, this match is actually moving at a very steady pace here, you know, and the Respawn Rangers collectively regrouping, you know, they get that, they capture this point here, so they could push the objective, and, you know, they created enough space to where now they're just kind of gatekeeping, waiting for this point to catch up to them so they could keep this steady progression going. You know, you got Inbred in this hallway fighting the 2v1. So now Kaiju Corp fully reinforced, heading back into this team fight. Big window now coming out here from the side of Kaiju Corp, but very well kited by the Respawn Rangers. Oh my god! Between TVD Man, Inbred, and her right now, this payload is just moving and the picks are flying. This Reinhardt, I don't know if this Zarya versus Ryan is the pick, but there is going to be a grab here if we could get it out. There it is.
Here, but the beat
I've
dropping
spoken
down.
into existence, yeah, but, you know, right now, like, it's so tough. Like, you're running, you know, you run the Zarya here to fight against a player like Inbred, right? You know, but then, you have her who just instantly on that Reinhardt, you know, it's kind of like a double-edged sword here. You know, what can you swap to that also combats against both? And, like, look at that, boom, there's the pick on the Inbred. With the overclock, like, this is what Kaiju Corp is trying to work with right now. You know, they are trying to slowly take away the pieces needed for the Respawn Rangers progression, but at the same time, you know, there is this Reinhardt on the field. Oh my god, Saturn holding it down. Kaiju Corp is playing their Overwatch right. They are in the zone. They're locked in. They're ignoring the Genji when blading. A nice blossom. The blossoms from Saturn tonight. Stellar. Here comes a Magoo swap. So now we get Felix off of that Zarya. Gonna be something a little bit more meatier to take on the Reinhardt here from the side of the Respawn Rangers. Both going off the map. No! Oh my god, her staying on! That's a nutty pick! Very good move here.
Too, right?
Oh yeah, it took him right down.
Oh no, not that. Reinhardt was clipping through the wall slightly on my end. I don't know.
Oh, I mean, they got the pin onto the wall, and they, you know, they were a little bit elevated, so they landed like ever so slightly onto the ledge there. Nice pick here from Saturn to TVD Man, stopping that Sombra. That's actually a really big pick. TVD Man was coming up on an EMP. So now they're just trying to push the forces of the Respawn Rangers back to the spawn from which they came.
Go back to the show.
What's up?
The Lord of the Rings reference.
No, my little Easter egg. Alright, so Kitsune Rush and the Shatter here for the side of the Respawn Rangers. Big pickups from Inbred and TVD Man, getting those touches onto the tank and DPS of Kaiju Corp. Another hack coming out from TVD Man. This is kind of going. Oh, this is gonna be a little room fight here. Could Saturn get away?
Looks like it.
Oh.
Or not. Oof.
I think running into the grab orb wasn't in their plans for that escape route as Felix takes on what looks to be running. I feel like Felix is really doing a very good job, like ignoring the tank when it comes down to it. If in all my opinion, in my own honesty, like Felix just goes for those little game picks. Exactly what the Magoo should be doing. All right, so 0-3, 52 seconds left on the clock. I almost dropped my remote for the umpteenth time. And now we are here on the side of Kaiju Corp, who, you know, there was a very formidable hold. I mean, up until the very end there, you know, they had a very good job holding the point here on King's Row. So now we get to see them attack, and, you know, this is where, you know, that strat that I mean, I feel like it was a strat from Kaiju Corp. Like, they started kind of isolating their picks, you know, and once they made those picks, they started getting into this motion. Oh.
As you were saying, Pipes?
They started getting into this motion, you know, and they started driving with that motion. That's what we saw on between point B as well as point C. You know, where Kaiju Corp had these like small little bursts of like, hey, we're gonna make this pick, or hey, we're gonna do this, and they slowly had respawn rangers, you know, within their grasp. So it's a very tight knit match here. And now we get to see how Kaiju Corp approaches this. You know, time's on their side. They started off with a full 4 minutes, so if they could get this point first and start and utilize all that max time that they get pushing the point, I think they're in luck to send this into OT.
We've seen such an exciting match all night. I wouldn't mind a little bit of OT. Though I say that, and I also feel kind of bad saying that, because at this point, like, now everybody has fought valiantly and with so much energy all night, but once you hit like the second round of map 5, like, you can start telling everyone's starting to get a little bit tired. But the fact that everybody has still been playing with 150% all night, even though, like, maybe it wasn't perfectly going in Kaiju Corp's favor all night, maybe, as I said, everyone's getting a little tired. The energy's still been there all night, Pipes. I'm sure you've seen it.
Yeah.
Really, you know, I can't really say this because, again, I don't have that much weight to say this, but I'm proud of every player for really giving the 104,000%, like, all night, and I just love seeing that kind of stuff.
Well, I'm just like I'm stuck in like the logistical aspect here of I'm like watching Kaiju Corp, you know, and as they're making these swaps before they come out of the spawn, I'm really interested in seeing how they take this first point here. 3:45 left on the clock, on the clock here now for the start of this matchup here. They're going through their hotel backside, big opening pick onto TVD, man, and to Yoshi now. They do get that collateral. Oh my god. So Yvonne, this is what I was talking about during the pause. This is exactly what, if you're a Kaiju Corp, this is exactly what you want to do, right? You want to get this point early. So fast, 5:40 on the clock now, moving and grooving. Oh, and it looks like the respawn rangers are gonna get fancy and snazzy with it too. They were, oh no, they're backing out. Oh, I thought they were gonna them in the brawl, like, household over here.
Blame Rangers for moving out because...
Nah, it was a smart move.
It was a smart move,
Repositioning themselves.
Yeah. So I don't blame in that. This is one of those maps. You know how I make the joke on Flashpoint where you have about 15 seconds within the first like moments where you're gonna decide you're either gonna love your time on Flashpoint or you're going to absolutely hate it. King's Row also suffers and is also equally blessed with that one.
It really is. And,
Because Kaiju taking
Saturn going down. And Kaiju Corp, keep going.
and Kaiju Corp just took that first point so fast. So yeah, it's that you're either gonna love your time on King's Row or you're absolutely going to hate it. And
I'm happy that you bring that up because this is actually the segment I wanted to talk about, is how fast that was made, right? I don't think anyone noticed this. So you take down the Respawn Rangers, you go and cap that point, right? Her starts the match off as a Sigma. You know her up onto that Rhine to counter the Zarya. Immediately, Felix goes into this Magoo. So now this team composition here that we're seeing from Kaiju Corp, like they are going through a metamorphosis of their own, you know, to combat, knowing that these are the swaps going to be made here. Like, it was as if they predicted it. It was in their instincts, you know, and they're slowly but surely making their way through this map, you know. They're playing it very safe. They're trying to make the most minimal mistakes possible, you know, to get the maximum amount of time used in this game mode. Because, you know, on this map, you don't even know what could happen. You have big shatter coming out now from her. Getting this pick is TVD Man onto Sandbox, but coming out with the beat is Hollow. So for one ult used from the side of Kaiju Corp, right? And they still have 4 ults on the way here. Like they're ready to kick those off and dish them out. Like I see this Kitsune Rush kind of opening. Maybe they get that 5 pick. Oh, but right off the bat, the overclocked Fire Strike. Oh yes, that happened. You saw that with your own eyes.
I loved that though, because
I was getting ready to like coordinate that. Yeah, you can't go out the high ground. They know that. That's not.
Are you gonna get your Brawl House wish over here? Is that what's happening right now?
It might. I mean, I would love to see it, but like right now, I feel like the Kaiju Corp is kind of like split. Like, where do we want to go? Which ways? Like we just got picked off over here. They know they need to be at full strength going into these team fights. Big Blossom from TVD Man. Oh, 4K! Oh my god! Dude, the ult, bro. I don't care. The ults tonight from Gibraltar to New Junk City to right now have just been epic. Like the mic dropping ultimates here tonight. And then TVD Man collecting on Sandbox. See, TVD Man is living rent-free in the back of the house there. Like, nobody's even paying attention to this, but Kaiju Corp, it's like, yo, let's wipe the rest of the team first, re-secure this point, which has TVD Man on it. Like, literally, he's up a... He's lurking! He's lurking!
Blame him?
No, I don't blame him. He was in the background making it hard for Sandbox God to even get back to the point. He was having a day. I told you, he was living free. The best part was he started flanking while they were all up going to the high ground. They didn't turn around and take him out at all. So TVD Man had time to set up. Oh, and here comes another shatter from her. Felix does get knocked with that inbred, able to take out Sandbox here. Oh man, and this point is just not moving. Team kill comes in from the Respawn Rangers. Big 30-second marker here. Kaiju Corp still has 2 ults now, right? They have the cage fight, they have the Blossom. I think they're looking to repeat the New Junk City 5K.
And
if they could get the new dude, if they could replicate that right now, TVD man, Kitsune. There it is. It does get one. Is it enough though?
Maybe.
Can Saturn and Hollow hold it down here?
I mean, we've been talking about this rent-free.
Oh my god!
Oh, we might get the next point. I think we're
Yo,
gonna
I
see the
saw
next
where
point.
you were going with that. I saw where you were going with that. And I like the ball swap. I like the ball swap. This is going to be able to open space, you know, because Felix does a very good job of creating space in the back. But all right, back to the Magoo here, the hard line. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
That's
You know, he
fine.
whipped out the Hammond to get onto that point, you know, for stall time. So honestly, the point advantage, a minute on the clock now. Here comes the overclock of Sandbox God. No fire strike to take him out this time. Kitsune Rush going to be big help, but TVD Man. Oh, I see that in TVD Man and board down. Sandbox God finally lays as Inbred takes him out. And this I mean, this could be Kaiju Corp here. They need to get onto Yoshi, but Yoshi going to be able to teleport back to their team. TVD Man is going to get onto the high ground here and setting up for their Blossom. How many Blossoms is that for this guy?
You know,
Who racks him up
here's the thing,
fast?
we've got 2 Blossoms at the ready right now, and we got Sojourn Horde. These Blossoms are gonna be huge. That's just the nature.
You think they're going to be like Beyblades and take each other out?
You know, I'd be so happy if we saw the Beyblade here.
TVD Man gets taken out, popping his ult. Saturn not going to be able to get pick, gets taken out using their ult. Now, Kitsune Rush does come out from Yoshi. Big picks from the overclock. And it won by the Kaiju Corp members are falling down here to the respawn range. And
Oh my goodness.
the respawn Rangers win.
With the Reaper victory pose.
What a match.
None of us have anything to say. That was...
Yeah.
That... You know... We talk about ending it on a high note. I don't think we could have ended it on a better high note for either team. Like, it was just a fantastic display of skill and, again, just persistence, because as everybody is probably a little bit tired by this point. But those 2 final rounds had so much heart put into them from both teams, playing both sides of offense and defense. You wanna know what? I don't actually think we could have ended on a higher note. I'm happy for the Respawn Rangers who took the win 4-1, but I don't think Kaiju Corps should at all hang their heads low for anything that happened tonight. I think they did an incredible job throughout all the rounds tonight. I saw incredible skill from both teams. And I think honestly all around it was a high note. I think that this was just an incredible night. The other 2 are still a little speechless.
Sorry, I am talking with Felix here after the match.
Pipes, what do you have?
Hey, Yvonne, like, I mean, King's Row just... Wow. I mean, I'm still in awe with the ults that were dropped tonight. the big plays that were made. I'm still a bit shooken up from the 5K. And then the following 4K just caught me off guard to where this was one of those like those big brain fight movements. And between Kaiju Corp and the Respawn Rangers, both teams, like the Respawn Rangers tonight played like hands down top tier Overwatch. I commend. And Kaiju Corp, I mean, even though Kaiju Corp lost tonight, they still played their best Overwatch, and they came out absolutely swinging. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, they play very well. They're a really good team. Like, I'm no knock to the Kaiju Corp, but tonight the Respawn Rangers, they were just catching, almost everything. They had these special flanks. There was just so many different variables added to this game that the deciding factor was just that's wow. As you can tell, I still can't form words.
It was, every time I come on this stream, I always say it's an honor to be here, but it was truly a privilege to see these two teams at just tonight. It was honestly, it was a privilege that we got Pipes. Zorn allowed the two of us to be here to help commentate for this evening. I'm gonna say it again
today.
What? What?
I cleaned the bathroom today. I'm happy this was like the other thing on my list of like things to do.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say, as like Kaiju Corp, hold your heads up high. You guys did incredible. I think both teams did immaculate. I don't even know what else to say. Like, I just want to make sure that both teams understand how incredible that like even the last map, but like all of tonight just was. I feel like I don't have anything else to say because I just want to make sure both teams like know that. So I'm like, Pipes, like, I need your help.
And
Oh, my kitty.
Yo, I'm sorry, Yvonne. What would you like me to help you with?
I don't know. Is there anything else you like? I don't know. I feel like
I have nothing. I'm still baffled in
enough.
awe. I don't know. I watched art be performed tonight, in my own opinion. Like,
Oh,
I
yes.
watched a masterpiece get created on the field of Overwatch. Like, the game started off one way, and the direction it went into was so advanced that, like, my puny mind couldn't comprehend what I was watching. So, it was just beautiful. Oh man, I'm gonna sit here and golf clap for like the next like 30 minutes. It's just, man, the way the Respawn Rangers played today though, were just absolutely stout. That was awesome. That fire strike on King's Row, right through the window
The
as the
Sojourn
overclock
one?
got popped, dude. It just was like the timing, the way the game was moving, like that was just wow. Jib Saturn's massive 3K with the Genji blade ult, right? Like that was huge, right? That's what started our night. And then we go into New Junk City, and we end up getting like one of the coolest combo ults like ever. And then we go into map 5 and we have TVD man doing like backline incognito elusive stuff for a 4K. I'm just impressed in general, like the flawless Overwatch from both teams in all directions. There's not really more you could say about it,
Yeah, I gotta agree with you. I don't think I have anything else. It was just incredible. All right.
Sorry, I have been typing things out for a while, so I apologize.
you're good,
Overall,
John.
as you both have said, great gameplay from both teams. And to take everything away, as we're getting close to the end of the season, the postseason, definitely expecting to see more and more of that coming forward. But I would like to say good games to both teams. Thank you for both teams being here. Thank you to everyone who was here watching. And, of course, huge shout-out to Pipes and Yvonne for commentating tonight's matches. I appreciate you both a lot. But with that being said, we do have our social links at the bottom. If you wouldn't mind dropping a like, giving us a follow, we would appreciate that on our page as we are trying to grow and expand even more for next season. Not to overlook anything for the remainder of this season, but just know that we are planning some big things for the season coming up ahead. With that being said, as we're going into the finale of the regular season, heading into postseason, our next matchup, we have got Wyoming Cowboys going up against XL2. Should be a heck of a matchup, and I'm excited to see that. That is going to be on May 1st. We're actually discussing some possible time changes now. So I got to get with the captains on that. We are right now scheduled for 8 p.m. EST. We might be looking a little bit later, so bear with us, and we will post updates. Also coming up as the regular season is coming to an end, we do have an all-star break that we're looking forward to, which will include a Widow 1v1 tournament, a Torb Hammer, Torb Hammer 1v1 tournament, and then an 8 hooks one whole battle there at Elios, so get to see some Roadhog action. We do also have a Lockout 3v3 tournament coming up, and of course the very anticipated All-Star game that will be coming up, and I am very much excited for that. We should have some good games, but up until then, or up until tomorrow, wow, I'm really struggling right now. Up until Wednesday for that Wyoming and XL2 matchup, that is all we have got for you all tonight. We appreciate you being here, and we will see you on Wednesday.
Have a great night.